How did me and Tommi meet? I'd gone to a wedding, and towards the end of the weekend, Nikki Chu, who is a designer, she approached me and she was like, I have somebody that I think you should meet. And it's my boyfriend's brother. And I was like, so you gonna give me the awkward one in the family?
Nikki hit me up about 12 midnight and she was like, hey, I got somebody I wanna introduce you to. I was like, who is this lady? She was like, don't worry about it, just go ahead and send me a picture. So I ended up sending Nikki a few pictures of me. She's like, nah, Tommi, you can do way better than that. So you know, like every man, I went into my top 5, my favorites, shot like 5 different pictures. So didn't know who the woman was at all. She was like, okay, this is good. Let me show her the pictures.
And when I saw him, I was like, she was, of course, saying all these amazing things about him. He's a great man. He's a man of God. He's a great father. He's awesome. He got a job, girl. He got a few jobs, you know. And I'm like, oh, okay, he got a little bag, okay, you know. But I don't know about this. So you can give him my number, but don't tell him my name. Don't tell him what I do. No.
So I ended up calling my wife, which I didn't even know her name. She just said Toya at the time. Had no clue who she was. I ended up calling her the next day around 5 o'clock. I knew she was probably sitting on the couch waiting for me to call. I had called her right at about 5:05, let her sweat a little bit.
Well, he hit me the next day at like 5 o'clock sharp. When he got on the phone, first of all, he hit me with this corny joke. And it was like, what's up, this is Tommi, Texas Ranger. I was like, boo. Womp, womp, womp. Just dust that one off. Hopefully he's not like corny in real life, but whatever. So we talked, and the more we talked, like the more we found we had in common, because like, he was from Texas, I'm from Texas, so we both had that Southern thing going on, and he was funny. I loved his voice. So I looked forward to the next conversation. This went on for about a month or so, and then he started asking for selfies, and I was like, nah. And so I sent him a picture of my wrist, and he was like, okay. Another time, I sent him a picture of like this old man's ankle. It just so happened to be really ashy. He was like, this phone is disconnected and no longer in service. And I was like, okay, he got a little personality, that's cute. So I ended up sending him this little video because I was in a hot tub at the time and my feet like just so happened to show up in the shot. But I ain't planning for the feet to show up in the shot. I was just kind of like losing my balance and gravity brought my toes out the water. So I didn't know he had a foot fetish, but obviously he does. So he hit me back. He was like, girl, forget that, your feet. Oh my God, your feet. Between your wrist and your feet. Ooh, I can tell you fine. I was like, okay. And so then he asked to take me on a date, finally. I said, all right, Toya, you are not going to him. He still didn't know my name. He still didn't know what I did for a living or anything. And he asked to come to LA. I said, okay, cool.
She was like, okay, Tommi, I'll be there like at 8:45 to pick you up from the hotel, but we're gonna go to a restaurant. She was texting me this called BOA. Like, damn, we about to go to Bank of America? Like, what you mean? but actually the restaurant was called Boa. She ended up driving up at about 9:30. So I'm looking at my watch like, damn, this girl already late. Like, what's going on? Is she standing me up?
He got in the car and he was like, damn, you fine. Who, me? And so he was like, thank you, Jesus. Thank you, Jesus. Oh, thank you, Jesus, she fine. Oh, thank you, Jesus. He had no idea who I was. At all. I think because I cut my hair off, it had been a while, I don't know. So I said, my name isn't just Toya. I said, my name is actually LeToya Luckett. He was like, from Destiny Child? Girl, I had a crush on you in high school, man. That's, well, what? Yes. But that's cool though. I was a fan of your music, that's nice. You wanna order something? He tried to play it off real cool. The thing that I love the most about Tommi is he sees me. He sees Toya. It doesn't matter what I do. Granted, we've had to find balance, especially with traveling, and he's used to being in one place at one time and having, you know, a whole itinerary of what's going on and being in corporate America and all this stuff like that. And with me, I'm like, oh, we gotta go to Puerto Rico tomorrow? Cool, all right, let me pack. He's like, wait, time out. But I think that because he loves me so much, he's willing to be patient with me and understand how this crazy entertainment thing works. He just allows me to be Toya. And that's what I love the most about our relationship, is we're able to be ourselves. Now, is our relationship perfect? No, hell no. I I want to kill this fool sometimes.
Our faith is what keeps us together and keeps us grounded. Anytime that we have an argument about anything, we always go back to that foundation where we started at, which was that spiritual connection. That's what a lot of people need to know. Once you have that foundational background and believing in a higher power, you can make anything possible. Anything can work for you.
Our marriage isn't perfect, but it's purposed. You know what I'm saying? It's purpose. We're supposed to be together for a reason. God brought this thing together. So let no man or nothing tear that apart. I think that that's what's so important in marriage, in real true love, is relationship. And that's what I've found in my marriage, is true relationship.